The dragon roars and the island braces. The tension between China and Taiwan has reached a boiling point. In an atmosphere thick with anticipation, we see a recent act of assertion: Chinese aircraft sailing unceremoniously through the Taiwan Strait. It's a bold move, a flexing of muscles that's impossible to ignore. Before going forward, please subscribe for latest update. Now let's consider Taiwan's response. Taiwan's defense minister makes no bones about their position. They're preparing for war, not because they're looking for a fight, but because they're determined to protect their sovereignty. This is not an act of aggression, but a clear statement of self-defense. The escalating tension between these two nations is palpable. It's a high-stakes chess game, with each move calculated and countered. Yet, beneath the surface, there's a resilience that's hard to miss. Taiwan, the island nation, stands tall amidst the rising storm. While the dragon roars, the island remains defiant. It's not just a two-player game. The world watches, and some intervene. There are other power players in this tense situation, the most notable being the United States. The U.S., in a bid to maintain balance in the region, is bolstering Taiwan's military power. But this is not a move that sits well with China. The U.S. is supplying Taiwan with weapons, a clear sign of support that China perceives as a threat to its sovereignty. The U.S.'s role extends beyond mere arms supply. The recent visit of Vice President Kamala Harris to the Philippines, aimed at strengthening ties and countering China's influence in Southeast Asia, is a testament to this. The Biden administration sees the Philippines as a strategic ally in the competition with China. The U.S. is even investing in modernizing the Philippine military. But it's not just about the U.S. and China. Other countries and international entities are also watching the situation unfold, each with their own vested interests. The U.S. Senate's recent debate on the National Defense Authorization Act, a bill that targets China and Russia and aims to boost Taiwan and Ukraine, is a clear indicator of the global scale of this issue. The chessboard expands and the game gets more complex. At the heart of the storm stand two leaders, Xi Jinping and Tsai Ing-wen. On one side, we have Xi Jinping, China's leader, who is steadfast in his belief that Taiwan is an inseparable part of China, a conviction reflected in his policies and actions. His stance has been firm, maintaining a persistent pressure on Taiwan, with Chinese aircrafts frequently sailing through the Taiwan Strait. On the other side, we have Tsai Ing-wen, Taiwan's leader, who is equally determined to preserve Taiwan's democracy and independence. With a philosophy of prepare for war without seeking for war, she is focused on strengthening Taiwan's self-defense capabilities. Her administration has welcomed assistance from allies like the United States, who have been providing weapons to bolster Taiwan's military power. Meanwhile, there's a third player in the game, the United States, who, under the leadership of President Joe Biden, is walking a diplomatic tightrope. While the U.S. does not seek confrontation, it continues to support Taiwan, seeing it as a strategic ally in the competition with China. The leaders stand their ground, the world watches, and the tension continues to rise. The Dragon and the Island, a tale of tension, power, and defiance. We've journeyed through the escalating discord between China and Taiwan, the strategic maneuvers of the United States, and the unwavering stances of the leaders involved. As the world watches, the question remains, where is this tension leading? For now, we can only watch, analyze, and hope for a peaceful resolution.